करा चौधरी जी।
Thank you, Speaker ma'am. I rise to speak on the demand for grants of the Ministry of Education. And while the Union Ministry of Education recently celebrated the 4th anniversary of NEP 2020 with a week-long Shiksha Saptah, this grandstanding does nothing to address the stark reality. And as a member who have very recently been a student too, I would like to shed some light on the facets that are not as rosy as the government might think. Despite NEP 2020's clear directive and the Kothari Commission's long-standing recommendation for 6% of GDP in education, the Ministry of Education's allocation is less than half of what has been recommended. The biggest cut has been for the University Grants Commission, which saw a 61% dropping from 6,409 crores to only 25 crore this time, which will affect the higher education of our country. And in 2020, India's average learning adjusted years of schooling was 7.1 years, lagging behind countries like Mexico, Kenya, Sri Lanka, Iran, UAE, and even Palestine. The foundational skills are alarmingly weak among 14 to 18-year-olds. About 25% of those surveyed couldn't read a standard 2 level text in their regional language, and only 43% could solve a simple division problem. Shockingly, nearly 43% of undergraduate students also struggled with basic division. This report is a testament to the fact that in reality our education system has failed to educate a large section of the population, especially students from underprivileged backgrounds dependent on state-run education. Speaker ma'am, higher education, especially for women, is crucial to gaining empowerment and employment. And the AISHE report shows that only 10.4 colleges in the country were exclusively female. The constituency that I represent and other such areas in the country where patriarchal beliefs have prevented women from accessing co-ed colleges. Therefore, we need women